Hello, I am Farfetched Cards, and we're going to be reviewing the Ascended Heroes release that came out just a couple of days ago, and looking at what you should buy currently, what you shouldn't buy, and what's to come, and just basically making a bit of a strategy, because this is a huge set and it's being released very weirdly, and I think having a strategy will save you an enormous amount of money. Hopefully I can help you there. So, massive set, 295 cards, 78 secret rares. It's going to be a huge one. There's a lot of hype around it. There's going to be a lot of FOMO. I'm going to scroll past all the general sets here, all the general cards in the set here, because it's fair enough you play the TCG, but I'm sure you've got that covered. But if we're looking at our illustration rares, there are tons of illustration rares. Some of the big ones to probably look out for are the Psyduck and these two rockets. Mimikyu, Dugtrio, and yeah, they're all nice, but I just think there's some possibility, possibly the Cynthia Spiritomb, probably not, but people do like Cynthia. There's some potential that those cards might pop off, just because, especially the Psyduck, people have been showing a lot of liking to that. Then we have the Mega Attack rares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in this set. So undoubtedly, the Gengar and the Dragonite are probably going to be the most expensive ones. And we've got all of our other Mega Attack rares. They all look lovely, but we don't know the pull rates for them yet. So we'll hold our breath and wait and see what that is like. We don't really have a lot of information on how common these are in terms of pull rates. So it's going to be very hard to price anything in. And then we have some amazing special illustration rares. We've got the whole Meganium, Emboar, Alligator, Megas that look really cool. But even though these are really cool, I don't think they're the star players here. This Pikachu is a big deal. This other Pikachu is a big deal. People like the Mewtwo. Some people hate it, some people like it. Mega Gengar is looking like the biggest card in the whole set. So this could be extremely pricey. And if you pull it, you have possibly made an absolute mint. And the Dragonite coming a close second. The Zora is a really cool card. I think it's just Zoroark is really nice in my opinion. It might be a bit of a sleeper if it gets forgotten, but I think it's priced pretty high already. And we have lots of other nice ones. And then we've got our golds: Gold Mega Dragonite, Gold Mega Charizard. So a really packed set. More so than nearly every other set that's been released in the last 2 years. But a set with that much hype, that much fire in its cards, guess what? They've messed around with the printing. So now we're going to have demand and supply issues on top of that. So it's going to be a real mess. So we've had the tech sticker collections released just now in the last couple of days, and we've had the these 2-pack blisters. I haven't seen any Erica's Tanglers. I don't know if there's a problem with that. Might be that that one is delayed. This one has been in the UK though. This on with Larry's Kamala. But most of what we've been seeing is these sticker collections, and that's all you can buy at the moment. And what that's done is that's made the market very strange. So it's inflated all of the pricing because we still have all of these. We've got the Elite Trainer box, the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, the mini tins, the poster collections, the pin collections, the booster bundles, and the Mega EX boxes, all staggered release. They're not out yet, which means there are so many packs in all of these different products, so many thousands of millions of packs, and all of those cards have not entered the supply yet, which means my number one advice is do not buy any raw cards at all. Not until some of the other products have been released. Just don't do it. There's not enough supply, so the price is going to be double, triple, 4 times what it will be eventually. You are going to lose money. The only play possible where I could justify you buying any raw cards is if you are buying incredibly clean ones on eBay to immediately grade with the fastest tier delivery possible to then sell immediately as a grading play. You know, if you want to spend 900 quid on a Gengar, get it straight away, send it to PSA on their 60 to 120 pound tier to get the absolute fastest delivery possible, get it back in a couple of weeks or however long it is, and then sell it probably for some astronomical fee. Fair enough. That's usually people. You make sure you know what you're doing when you're doing that. It's a lot of money, and if you don't know how to grade properly, that's not the play for you. But experienced graders can make some money on that. Fair enough. But for everyone else, I think the play now, until we get the ETB release on the February 20th, and the tins on February 20th, and the premium poster collections on March 20th, and the booster bundles on April 24th, I think the play is get whatever you can in terms of the tech sticker collections at MSRP, what you can see in your shops, and just enjoy ripping the packs. Okay, people are scalping these for double or triple the price. I'm not a fan of scalping, so I'm not going to recommend you do that. I wouldn't advise buying the sticker collections at market price. These are not going to be the most valuable product. Even if you were thinking from an investment point of view, the ETBs and the bundles are probably the best things to buy from an investment point of view. Okay, so paying 2-3 times retail for sticker collections that are only going to be worth this much until February 20th is not smart from an investment play. Now, if you've got tons of money, you just want to rip some packs, fair enough. But I would say don't do it. No one likes scalping, so don't overly support it. Now, the interesting thing that happens is once we get to February 20th, we'll have all of these ETBs hit the market. And we will also have the mini tins hit the market. So ETBs and mini tins, February 20th, that will be our next big dump of product, and that should be a really significantly big one. So all the Pokemon Center ETBs, of which they did 2 drops, so I think quite a lot of people have 4 coming. I only have 2. And then whatever you can find in the shops on release day for the ETB, I think get what you can at MSRP. And to be honest, these Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes are probably worth picking up even at market price on release day and the day after. It's they're probably going to be very valuable products in the future. I think if you can get one for 120 or less on eBay, it's while it is supporting scalping, which I don't like, at some point it's better to buy it at £120 than £300. And I don't see this set being particularly quiet and sleeping much. I think it's probably just going to skyrocket. And so on the first couple of days when it releases, and there are thousands and thousands of ETBs hitting the market because they've all got delivered on the same day, and everyone's like, oh, I'm actually a scalper, I'm going to sell all my stuff. You can get them cheaper than usual. So if you're going to do that, do that. We have the Zekrom, nice promo. Hopefully it doesn't come out too expensive. The Pokemon Center stamped one probably will. I might look to buy a few of these if they're sealed and under £50, but we don't know. The market kind of decides, and the hype around this set is going to be pretty huge. So I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out similar to the Alakazam and the Riolu at sort of 80, 75 quid, and then we have to wait for it to chill out a bit, which hopefully it will. And the premium poster collections, these do have Mega Attack Rare promos that are exclusive. We've got the Lucario and the Gardevoir. These are probably worth picking up for the promos alone. The only way to get them, and they're nice. And then you can just rip the packs. It's the promos will probably nearly pay for the box, so it's kind of like getting free packs. And we'll wait and see what the grading, what the quality control is for these promos, but possibly a grading play to be made as well. And then on April 24th, we have the rest of the booster bundles. Now, once all of this has come out, so we're looking sort of late April, early June, that's probably when the prices of singles will actually be reflective of what the market will be given the product is now out. Okay, so when we're looking at all these cards, and the Mega Dragonite's 400 quid, the Gengar is 940, the Mewtwo is 450, even some of these illustration rares, you've got a Team Rocket's Mimikyu for £30. Do not buy them at these prices. They are this price because, one, release day hype, two, they've barely released, a tenth of the amount of stock. The number of cards in circulation are really low compared to how many will be in circulation. These prices will go down. They are probably double or triple what they should be. Okay? So I really can't emphasize that enough. Unless you're making some sort of crazy grading play, do not buy any raw. Just buy rippable packs for MSRP or wait patiently. The product is coming, and we just have to wait. Some things to consider. We haven't had these Mega Attack rares, so the pricing on those, they could be underpriced now. They could be overpriced, we don't know. It's going to really depend on the pull rates. These are kind of an unknown, so it's hard to make an estimate. They look nice to me, and as a set, they're cool. £62 for the Mega Gengar is coming down, which suggests there is quite a lot of supply, even with the limited release we've had. So something to bear in mind, don't overpay on these. They seem to be quite common from what I'm seeing in terms of the amount. The special illustration rares, however, do seem quite hard to pull. They are all very pricey, which suggests they are difficult to pull. Mega Dragonite at £313 might be a little bit of a bargain. Probably not, but these are 2 gold cards, and the gold cards, if the pull rate is the same, then it's 1 in 2,000 packs. And if this set's going to be very expensive, that might be a very expensive 2,000 packs. So just bear in mind, 300's actually not bad, but be careful with the gold cards. They often have scratches and dents. But lots of other nice cards. I'm not going to go through every single one. We've all seen them. But my point is, don't buy a Mega Gengar for £940 today, thinking you will miss out. There is a ton of cards to hit the market. It will definitely go down, as with all of these. Okay, that's my overall message. We'll keep it short and sweet. So basically, for sealed, if you are holding as an investment, you want ETBs, PC ETBs especially, and then booster bundles. And if you're buying raw, wait until April, end of April. Okay. If the market takes a dip for whatever reason in like late March, maybe use your judgment. But really, all the product won't have hit the scene until April, late April. So do wait. These prices will be much lower. Do not FOMO and just burn your money. All right, thanks a lot. Enjoy.